Fayetteville. Actually, I'll just do Miss Lillian's. Miss Lillian's self-storage in Fayetteville, Georgia. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see. If you can't, let me know in the chat. And so yeah, here it is. Just click this. Okay. So yeah, here it is. Okay, here it is. Okay, so let me just kind of show you what it looks like. Okay. Okay, I lived over here. Okay, here it's like North Fayetteville is where it's at. And I lived like right here. I lived in Peachtree City in this area. Okay, so actually I kind of lived over here, like maybe in the South Peachtree City. Oh, I lived over here is where I lived right here. And so I would just drive up 85, straight up 85 to get to the facility. So I just drove up and I took a look at it, and like this is the gate. And on this side right here, there's like a little keypad. Let me see if we can paint a picture. Yeah. There's like a little keypad. We painted this gate, so it looks a little bit better now. We painted it black, but it was all rusty when we bought it and stuff. But when you drove up, like there's the keypad was kind of like right over here. And then right behind the keypad, there's like this huge piece of land, which is actually for sale right now. And actually, the funniest thing is I tried to get a hold of that owner for like many years. I was like, let's buy this property and I could add on, now we're about to sell this property. So whatever. But like the keypad was right here. And then right behind it, as we drove up, there was this like massive, huge pile of tires, like ridiculous, like a lot of tires, probably like 300 tires sitting there. And I was like, man, that's not good. Isn't it like bad for the environment to have all those tires in like one spot? That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. And that's kind of what I was thinking. And so that was right here. So yeah, so we drove all the way up to 314. And let me see here. Let's go over to the overview here. And and this like this is a major, not a major road, but like it's a pretty busy like road. And actually the 314 is actually pretty busy. So it's really good location. As you can see, it's not quite on like the main road. It's off this road here. So you come down Commerce. And this is what it looks like. And there's actually that's the one long building that you see behind me. That's it. There's this one long building, and then it's like this huge long property. It's like a rectangle is what it is. And this is all parking. And this is all like all the way around it is parking. All right, so there's a lot of parking. So there's 64 10 by 10s, and then there's 60, like 30 parking spots here, and then 30 here, and then like another 10 here, something like that. All right, so I think there's like 60, maybe there's like 60 total, but there's a lot of parking. But when I pulled up, see, I pulled up to this way. This is our gate right here. And this is where the keypad is, and this is where all the tires were, just like totally piled up. And so and then also when I looked, I couldn't get in because I just drove by to just check the place out and see if I'd be interested, but I couldn't get in. But when I drove in, like there was like an RV that was parked like right here, and you could like, it was literally blocking like the whole, like you couldn't see inside at all. So I couldn't tell really over here what was parked or not, but I could tell over here. And there was a whole bunch of cars just piled up over here. And it just looked like the owner had said, like, just go find a parking spot. I mean, it was really so bad. It just looked really bad the way it was all parked. And this may be how it is. I don't know. It may looks kind of like how it was. It was just like parked. I don't know how old this picture is or anything, but it looked really bad. And I was like, what, this looks good. I like this storage facility. So, but yeah, this is the facility. This is my very first facility that we bought. Okay. Now this property was sitting on the market for $500,000 for 5 years. Okay. And nobody bought it. Nobody bought it. Okay. And so basically what I did is I called Richard and I said, yes, I'm interested in this property. I would like to look at it, and I would like to see, I would like to talk to the owner. and just kind of get the story behind this. Why has it been sitting on 5 years? Can you ask the owner if he'd be interested in meeting us and that we want to get more information on it? And I think to walk the property. Is that possible? And Richard said, yeah, sure. So, yeah, so we met. So I met the owner. He met us over here as well too. And then I brought, and then this is always something I tell you, if I can bring my lender with me to the property, that I always like to meet the owner, I always bring my lender as well too. So I had called my lender up and I had said, like one of my lenders, and I said, look, like we're about to close on this rehab that we did. Would you be interested in rolling your money into like another deal? And he was like, yeah, of course, because once you start, lending, like you never want your money back, right? And so he was like, yeah, of course. So I said, why don't you meet me at this next property? I think I have something that, we could work together on if you're interested. And he said, yeah. He said, okay. So I gave him the address and he met me. So it was me and my lender. And it was also Pete. And at that time I was pregnant. And it must have been like at the beginning of like 2016. And I was due in April. So I remember I was pregnant. And then also Richard was there and his realtor, the owner's realtor was there too. So there's like a big group of us. And so we all met there. And also I'm telling you that owners, like if you want to make a lot of money on a deal, you need to talk to the owner. You guys hear me saying this all over and over and over again. The best deals are going to be the ones, for the smaller deals. The best ones are going to be the ones where you go directly to the owner. Now, obviously, if you want to do like a $3 million deal, I have a student that she bought a $3 million deal and now she's selling it for almost $7 million. Obviously, you can make a lot of money on super big, huge deals, right? But like for the little people, right? If you want to make a lot of money, what you have to do is go directly to the owner and you have to get them to know, like, and trust you, right? That is the key.